What's up, everyone? How y'all doing today? Y'all good? I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. So this video here is dedicated for the ladies. So fellas, get your girlfriends, get your mothers, get your wives, bring them over because we are going to talk about Yoki's 2023 year-ending carry options. Now, I do understand, and I want everybody to understand, that carry options are not a one-size-fits-all. So what I am showing you today is things that I choose to carry and give you a little bit of insight why it is that I choose to carry those. Now, I know hands sizes are different, strengths are different. You have different aspects that need to be taken into consideration when you are looking into purchasing a carry firearm. So fellas, if you are going to go with your wives or your mothers, or ladies, if you're going to go by yourself, make sure that you feel them out. If you're able to try them before you buy them, I most definitely recommend you trying them out, testing out the recoil, see if you like the 9mm. If it's too much, do not give up. You know, you can step down to the 380. I'm going to show you a 380 option as well. So don't get discouraged if you pick one up and it does not fit. And that is completely understandable. That is just the wave of this journey. So I am just going to give you, like I said, a blueprint, or I'm going to set a foundation for you, and then you can either A, go ahead and mirror my options, go ahead and try them, see how they feel. If you like them, go ahead and go for it. I will definitely back you up on what it is that I am showing you here today. But again, if you don't choose them, or you feel like they're too much or too little, whatever the option or whatever the case may be, it's completely understandable. But what I do want you to do is drop into the comments, or even send me a DM and say, yo, I was looking into this one that you showed, but I chose to go with this one, and this is why. And it just might give me a little bit of idea to go out and check that out too if I already don't have it. So with that being said, let's get into number one. Now, these are not in any specific order, meaning that I like any one a little bit more than the other. These are just random slots that we are just going to show these to you, okay? All right, so up first. We are going to talk about that Canik Mete MC9. So before we go any further, let's do a quick clear check. Drop that magazine. The pistol is clear. Now, this Mete MC9 has a nice capacity on here. We are working with a 12-round magazine plus one. If you're more versed in the carrying situation, carrying, one in the head would probably something, give you that extra round if you're looking for one. Now, another thing that I enjoy about this firearm was not only did it come with the Canik mechanic red dot in the box. Now, all of them don't. You have some that came with it, and you have some that came without, it doesn't come with it, but you can choose to run whatever it is that you want to run on there, but is that you do not lose your rear sight function. So your rear sight will co-witness with your red dot, which for me in a carry option, it is very important, because when they are battery operated, if you happen to lose your battery, you lose your red dot. And losing your red dot without any rear sights is, you're pretty much shooting into the wind. And for me, that made a great deal. That was something that I was very looking for, or that is something that you should consider when you're looking for your carry options. Now, you have some nice pronounced serrations in the slide, as you can see, and your trigger on this is a absolute great trigger. This trigger performs very nicely. Your grip on here, it also comes with two magazines. It has your flush magazine, and it also has your magazine with your pinky extension. So if you have, larger hands, your pinky extension would work for you, or you can just have that clean, nice finish. So ladies and gentlemen, this is that Canik MC9 Mete. That was number one. Now, number two, let's talk about this here. Now everybody's gonna be like, whoa, did a Glock make it? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is that Glock 28 chambered in 380. Let's do a quick clear check. The pistol is clear. Now, for the ladies that feel like the 9mm is just too much for them, you do have your 380 option. Now, 380 is, a one step down to that 9mm, and the recoil on this is not as impulsive as the 9. Now, on this pistol here, we do have that Gen 3 grips on here that has that finger grooves, but you have your standard Glock sights. Now this one is not optic ready, but it works just fine. I can tell you that this shoot was nice and smooth, although I do have pinky hang off because, there you go. Because the recoil impulse was not obnoxious, I was able to keep control of that firearm and continue to drive those shots down range. Now, you don't have any serrations on the front, but you do have serrations in the back. Now, for beginners, now I feel like the Glock pistols and their triggers are a lot more entry level. They're nice audible triggers. You can actually feel the stages of the triggers before you actually get that break. Now, they're really not the best, but as far as somebody getting out there in beginning in the carry world, or actually just practicing, I feel like Glocks are great. Now, this is that Glock 28 chambered in 380. Now, number 3. Number 3 came to me as a huge surprise. Number 3 is that FN Reflex. Now, if you've been with me long enough, y'all know I am not a fan of Springfield nor FN handguns, but their rifles, chef's kiss. Let's do a quick clear check. The pistol is clear. And this one here was a quite impressive shoot. This one is not optic ready, but although it's chambered in 9mm, the shoot is fantastic. I do have a full review on here, and I also have a comparison video with the Canik Mete with this firearm. Now, this does give you, this is a 15-round magazine with a sleeve. It also does come with a flush magazine, so you can choose to, either carry the extension or not. Me, preferably, I like to have just a little bit more in that magazine, so that extra, and of course, that nice extra room works very well for me. Now, the trigger is also very nice. You have your optic rail on here, and you just have your standard white rear and front sights. But shoot-wise, it shoots very, very nice. And the aggression on your grip. Your grips have a very nice sandpaper aggression with some stippling style. It almost looks like not even a checkered, just little blocks or little squares on there that gives you a nice, or the ability to really grip the firearm and not be worried about, if my hands are sweaty, am I going to have any issues with actually keeping control of this firearm. Your functions are nice and pronounced. Your mag release is great in case you have to do any mag changes. I hope we ain't doing no mag changes with a concealed carry, but yes, always be prepared, and if so, these functions, they drop very, very nicely. And this is that FN Reflex, chambered in 9mm. That was number 3. Numero 4. Number 4. Number 4, we have the Shadow System CR920P. Let's do a quick clear check. The pistol is clear. Now, this one here Also has a nice capacity. It does give you, I mean, you have 10 plus, let me see, this looks like it could be 12. A 12 round magazine. Nice capacity. As y'all know, I do like the little extras on there, just for a carry option. 10 rounds to me is enough, but not enough, if it makes sense. Just in case. We are running that Holosun with the solar panel on here. This one also gives you the ability to continue to use your iron sights if you lose your battery on your optic. But because this one does have a solar panel on the top, this is not battery operated, so this is actually charged by the sun, which is great. Now, I know you're saying, well, yo, that seems so long. Look how long that extra, piece is on the front. Yes, that is your comp. Now, because it is chambered in 9mm, your comp gives you the nice flat shoot. I would say it's okay, just suck up the extra little bit of length on the front and it'll be okay. But because that comp gives you that nice flat shoot, this one here has been one of those that I continue to find myself going back to time and time again. You do have your rail option underneath for you to run your flashlight of your choice, but remember, as you start building your conceal carry option or your everyday carry, be mindful, because not only do you need to load that magazine with that rounds with the capacity of the rounds, which is weight, your optic weighs, your light weighs. So everything, ounces equals pounds when you are in this building stage. So be mindful. Don't get too carried away, because when you have this or carrying this on your person, ladies specifically, whether you're carrying, on your chest, whether you're carrying on your thigh, whether you're carrying on your person anywhere around your waist, if you're wearing some pants that, don't have a thick band, or something that you're not wearing a belt with, but you're able to hook your holster nice and firm and tightly, you don't want it to cause any more dragging or, pulling down your clothes because you have, that little extra stuff on there. So as far as this CR920P goes, I really enjoy this firearm. Super nice shoot, also a great option. All right, now, that's also chambered in 9mm. Last but not least, we have that Rose P365 by Sig Sauer. Let's do a quick clear check. The firearm is clear, and look at this beautiful piece here. Now, the beauty about this is, I have multiple things to talk about. Not only does it come chambered in 9mm, it also has the 380 option. So if you feel like 9mm is too much, you can get this same exact pistol chambered in 380. Let me turn on this side. The rose gold accents on here are absolutely beautiful. We are running that Sig, this is the Romeo Zero, which is their smaller red dot on here. You also do not lose your rear sight, which is a great thing. But as you can see, your rear sight kind of sits a little bit lower from that red dot, but your red dot has a raceway on there so that you can line up your front sight with that if you lose your battery. So you would still be able to stay on target with your firearm. You have serrations in the slide, which are nice and pronounced, and as you can see here, the pistol is ported. So just imagine shooting the 380 out of a ported pistol of this size. It would be an absolute beautiful shoot, and it also is with the 9mm. You have your nice stippling on the grip. If you can see here, it has the rose. It's almost shaped into the rose. Very, very pretty. Your functions on here are also very nice. They're nice and pronounced as far as your magazine release, your slide drop, your slide lock, your everything on there is nice and pronounced for the beginner shooter to give them that sense of confidence when they actually hold this firearm in your hand. And another thing with this, Lena has really put together something very nice and special for the women to, like I said, give them that extra sense of confidence when they are going out to either going to the range or actually bringing in the firearm into the home. So in your box with this pistol, you will receive a safe. So you're going to receive a nice compact safe that you can fit in a drawer, fit anywhere away from your children or anybody else that you're trying to keep it away from. But you will also receive a second magazine as well as some dummy rounds. Now your dummy rounds for you are to practice loading your magazine and actually, getting that feel for the functions of what it is that you're doing. And I really enjoy this pistol, very, very much so. I feel she did a great job as far as thinking about the women when she did put this together. So very nice. This is that Sig Sauer Rose P365. Now, let's go through them again very quickly. So we have our Rose P365 by Sig Sauer with the Romeo 0 on here, chambered in 9mm. We have our Canic Mete MC9 with the mechanic red dot, chambered in 9mm. We have our Glock 28 chambered in 380. We have our FN Reflex, also chambered in 9mm. And we have our Shadow Systems CR920P with the comp, chambered in 9mm. So this is my year-ending carry options for the ladies. So ladies, again, I know these are like shoes. You are going to find yourself probably looking into some of these and be like, I don't like how this one feels. Oh, this one is too snappy. Oh, this one is just right. So yes, I do understand. This is going to be a journey for you. This is not going to happen overnight. You are going to buy one, you're going to think you love it, and then you're going to find one and say, oh my God, what was I thinking? This right here is my love. So don't rush it. Feel them out. Find out exactly what it is that you like. If you have the ability to try them before you buy them at the range where you can rent the firearms, most definitely it is recommended. I recommend you to try them if you can. Fellas, please encourage your wives, your girlfriends, and your mothers to protect yourself. Encourage them to be their first line of defense. I say all the time, you cannot carry the police in your purse, so please help yourself in a situation if you ever need to protect yourself. So with that being said, Yo Gang, let me know what you thought. Let me know what it is that you carry. If you have any questions, please send me a DM and let's talk about it. So with that being said, Yo Gang, thank you so much for joining me. And y'all already know I love y'all for life. Peace.